Melissa here from Youth Work Ireland, Cavan, Monaghan, and I have Barry here as well with me. And you might have seen that we have been doing a few LGBT live sessions starting off in March. And what we're doing is we're bringing them back. We're going to be calling them LGBT+ chats. We're going to have them on our YouTube channels, we're going to have them on Instagram, and we're going to have them on Facebook. So the purpose of having the LGBTI chats is to give information and support to young people and to parents around the Cavan Monaghan area about issues facing young people and creating awareness about LGBT topics and subjects.
Yeah, my name's Barry McSkeen. I am the LGBT's development worker for Cavan and Monaghan. Based in Killashandra, but I work across the two counties.
Hi, I'm Hannah Solley and I'm the Family Support and Education Officer in Teni, the Transgender Equality Network of Ireland.
Hi, I am Angela McElroy. I am mother of 3 children, the youngest of whom is an adult, she's 21, and she's a transgender female and has been now for a number of years. So I am a mother of a very beautiful daughter.
Thanks, Angela. And I suppose what's great about today is we have, expertise from lots of different areas. We have like personal stories from Angela, and then we've Hannah here from Teni, and we have Barry who just brings his own great spin to things. So
we have quite scary.
Yeah. What advice would you give to families? How can they support each other? Like, it may be advice to the parent, or it may be advice to the young person. How can families support each other?
I suppose from my point of view, for parents, I would say don't panic. It's all going to be okay. It maybe feels like just really overwhelming in the beginning, but it'll be fine, and you're not alone, and it'll be okay. And I think for young people, it's about managing expectations, and again that everything will be okay. It probably won't happen as fast as you might like it to, just because the healthcare pathways are not amazing in Ireland, and it does take time. And I think that everything, when you're a teenager anyway, feels really magnified and like everything's going to last forever. But you will get there, and you will be an adult, and you will be living the life that feels authentic to you, and you'll still have so many more years after that. And at some point in the future it will feel like a blip. So don't give up. You'll get there. Angela?
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with that. And I think we're fortunate in today's society, in today's Irish society. Yes, healthcare may be problematic, but from a society, our mindset has changed in society. And I think, acceptance is much greater now than it was maybe 20, 30 years ago in relation to anybody in the LGBT, forum kind of, so I think for our young people today, I think, that they will get the support. It takes time sometimes to get that. But I think definitely schools, colleges are definitely much more supportive and much more accepting of individuals in their chosen gender. And it's definitely becoming more normalized, which is fantastic for our children. That it is becoming more normalized. They can talk about it a little bit freer, and they're definitely more accepted in today's society than they had been previous to this. So it's all a process, but it's all heading in the right direction, thankfully, in Ireland. Even from a legal perspective, it's definitely heading in the right direction. So yeah, it's exciting times for these young people, so that they're able to actually talk about it with more freedom nowadays than maybe they have done in the past. As you said earlier, Hannah, you have adults coming out as transgender now that have lived in their assigned gender for 40, 50 years. So we know that there are some adults that do transition, so definitely for our young people, I think it is marginally easier to do that now, and it's much more accepting to to do it. And as I say, we have the legislation as well to support them in that transition.
Which is great.
I suppose I'd be sort of thinking too for the young person. Yes, be proud, stand tall, be yourself. You might not always get the reaction that you would like at home as well, but it's important that you remember you have had time to figure out who you are in yourself and to accept your identity. And you do need to give your family a bit of time, because as Angela was saying as well, they've grown up knowing you as one person, as one identity. So it will take time, but that doesn't deter from being strong and being proud of who you are. And if you are struggling, reach out, ask for help. There is lots of different supports out there. You have Samaritans, you have the LGBT helpline, you have text LGBT to 50808. There are a load of different helpline numbers that will probably show at the end of this here video. But do reach out if you're struggling, if you need a bit of help. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for it.
And I suppose from our perspective as well, just to say that the youth services are considered an essential service. So we're still here for young people, and we can still meet young people one-to-one or in small groups. So just because at the moment we're at the most extreme level, people think everything's closed down, but just to say that we are still here for young people, and we can still meet up with them, whether it's online or in a in a limited way, one-to-one. So just that, don't be alone, and that there is help and support out there. Okay, so I want to say thank you very, very much to everybody for contributing, and I think there's just so much content there, so much richness, so much information, that it would be great to anybody to have a listen in and find out more information. So I genuinely want to say thank you very much for everyone for sharing.